We had just have a very special guest, Samuel-san from Ghana. Hi, Samuel. How are you?
Hello, very kind people. This is Samuel from Ghana, and I'm presenting. First, I'll start with self-introduction. So, as you all know now, my name is Samuel Otu Edu, and I come from Ghana. Currently, I'm pursuing a master's degree in public policy at IUJ, and I come from the central part of Ghana. You see, central region, which is in the southern part of Ghana. So for my hobbies, I like reading, playing football, listening to music. Next, I'll talk a little bit about Ghana. So welcome to Ghana, a country on the west coast of Africa, known for its stunning beaches, rich cultural heritage, and thriving economy. Join us as we explore this beautiful country. Please indulge me as we watch a short clip of Ghana made by the Ghana Investment Promotion Center. So please, I ask you all to indulge me. The video is not too long. Let's take a deep dive into Ghana and what Ghana does. Yeah, so as we all heard, Ghana, land of gold. We are situated in West Africa and is bordered by Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, Togo, and then the Gulf of Guinea. We have a diverse landscape containing coastal plains, hills, mountains, and tropical forests. We also saw the rich cultural heritage of Ghana dating back to ancient empires of Ghana. That's from Mali and Songhai. So when you look into history, you can find that Ghana sort of migrated from Mali in the olden days. Today, the fabric of Ghanaian culture is woven with vibrant colors, music, dance, food, and festivals with unique cultural identity. And for our economy, Ghana is the second largest producer of cocoa and gold in Africa, and one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Other industries include oil, agriculture, and textiles. Ghana also has some of nature's beauty. Here we can see the Ruli waterfalls, that is the tallest in all of West Africa, with a height of over 80 meters. We also have historical monuments, such as the Elmina Castle, that's the UNESCO World Heritage Site, and has served as a major hub and served, like I said, in the because we had gold. Ghana had the Portuguese being the first European country to settle on the shores of Ghana. So the Portuguese came, the British followed, the Dutch came. So at a point in time in history, Ghana was part of the transatlantic slave trade. So in this Elmina Castle, we also have another one, Cape Coast Castle. That's where the slaves were kept and then transported to Europe. So we have this castle there. Anybody that visits gets a glimpse of what it was like back in the days. We also have wildlife sanctuaries. Whenever you visit Ghana, that we have this canopy walkway in Kakum National Park in the southern part of Ghana, where you get to witness hundreds of species of birds and other animals. So about education and politics in Ghana. Ghana has a very strong education system with free and accessible basic education for children, for all children. The country has a literacy rate of over 70% and has several world-renowned academic institutions. In this area, we are still making strides to at least cover up to about 90% of the literacy rates, even though there are shortfalls. Maybe I'll talk about the shortfalls later with respect to infrastructure, especially in the rural parts of Ghana. For politics, Ghana has a stable democracy with a presidential system. The country has a multi-party system and has peaceful democratic elections. For some years now, I think we are one of the peaceful. We haven't had any civil wars. We had successful change of governments over more than 20 years now. Ghana is one of the peaceful countries in West Africa. With empowering women in business, the government of Ghana and other stakeholders are making conscious efforts to encourage and support women entrepreneurs through legislation and policies like the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Plan. We've also made significant strides to increase women's participation in politics. The 7 parliaments of Ghana had 40 women parliamentarians out of the 275 seats. Here, more is also being done because now we are advocating for the inclusion of women. We want to empower the woman in the Ghanaian woman to take up leadership roles. Ghanaian women are spearheading innovations through technology and science. Organizations like Women in Tech Africa and Soronko Academy are providing opportunities and resources for women and girls in technology. So one thing about this tech thing, it's not only about tech, even anything related to science and mathematics, you find the Ghanaian woman shying away from it. So the mathematics and then the science, I think, translate into the broader science and technology. So we are also making strides there, trying to encourage more women in Ghana to not be afraid, not to shy away from science and technology, but to grow in it and also develop like the boys have been doing. So now what I can say is that the future is bright in Ghana. Which, in terms of environment, Ghana is making strides towards environmental sustainability with initiatives like Green Wind Energy Projects and the Green Ghana Project. So now we are trying to focus on recycling waste materials. The government of Ghana is trying to is building infrastructure to support this initiative. We also have this, the Green Ghana project is about growing more trees in Ghana. So that is also being undertaken to protect the environment. In terms of technology, Ghana has a growing technology industry and is positioning itself as a hub for tech startups in Africa. Like we heard in the video, we have Google office in Ghana, we have Twitter office in Ghana. So these big tech companies have seen that the future looks promising for Ghana, and so they want to grow with Ghana. In terms of trade, Ghana is diversifying its trade relationships by expanding its international trade partnerships beyond traditional trading partners like US and Europe. So naturally, we've been trading with US and the European countries, but now we are trying to link up with all other countries in the world. I can even say now, we are partnering more with Japan as well. So we are trying to spread our wings. So let me take this opportunity to talk about the Year of Return and diaspora activities in Ghana. So the Year of Return is a Ghanaian initiative that marks 400 years since the first enslaved Africans arrived in America. So like I said, when we were looking at the Elmina Castle, Ghana was part of the transatlantic slave trade. So back in the days, that castle served as the hub for slaves. So we had our European masters, they're living there. but then they kept the slaves there to be transported to Europe. So that was a spot for all slaves. So slaves from Ghana, Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, they bring them there, keep them there, and then they are transported straight to Europe. So this year of return and diaspora activities was to earmark the 400 years since the first enslaved Africans arrived in America. This initiative was launched in 2019 and has been celebrated every year in December. The initiative seeks to encourage people of African descent to visit Ghana, learn about our history, and reconnect with their roots. So in December, you find a lot of these people from the diaspora coming to Ghana to try to connect to their roots. During these times, we have different activities. These include music and cultural festivals, art exhibitions, fashion shows, and conferences. Some of these popular events include the Afrochella Music Festival. We also have the Chalewote Street Art Festival and the Ghana Fashion and Design Week. So if you're looking to explore Ghana's rich history and culture and connect with other people of African descent, then December is a great time to come to Ghana. These are some of the pictures about the December in Ghana. Yes, some of the pictures. Yes. So visit Ghana today. Ghana is one of the most visited countries in West Africa, known for its welcome nature, history and culture, diverse landscape, and thriving economy. Plan your trip to experience Ghana's magic. So thank you. That is something small about Ghana. Now I'll talk about my work experience. So I work with the Ghana Enterprises Agency. That is an agency under the Ministry of Trade and Industries. So our mandate at Ghana Enterprises Agency is to promote and develop Ghana's private sector. These are the support services that we offer to these private sectors. We do business advisory services. We facilitate access to finance for them. We organize business incubation for for startups, and also promoting exports of their goods and services. Okay, so now I'll talk about my research topic. So since I'm in an agency that looks at SME growth in Ghana, I'm trying to establish the relationship between SMEs and the economy in Ghana, as in SMEs in Ghana and the economy of Ghana. So the micro, small, and medium enterprises sector is a vital part of Ghana's economy. According to a recent study, MSMEs in Ghana contribute to about 70% of GDP and employ over 85% of the workforce. This study found that SMEs in Ghana are more likely to be innovative and to introduce new products and services than larger firms. MSMEs in Ghana often struggle to access new markets. This can be due to a lack of information about market opportunities or lack of access to distribution networks. The study found that improving access to markets for SMEs in Ghana could help to drive the growth and the overall economy. My research will explore these findings and seek ways to better equip the SME sector to boost the economic growth of Ghana. So for the social problems, the first thing I would like to talk about is access to quality healthcare. we are making strides in this area, but we still have some challenges, especially in the rural areas. So, like I've written here, we face so many challenges in providing equal access to quality healthcare, especially in the rural and underserved areas. Sorry. This includes limited infrastructure, health facilities, medical professionals. Everybody wants to stay in the cities. Nobody wants to be in the rural part. So we find a lot of challenges with respect to medical professionals in the rural parts of Ghana. So it's not really helping us. So we have this issue of access to quality healthcare in Ghana. We also have some challenges with environmental issues. We are having deforestation problems, improper waste disposal issues, and pollution. Also, Ghana facing significant poverty issues, especially in the rural areas and among vulnerable population. A lot of people are having it difficult to meet their basic necessities such as food, clean water, healthcare, and education remains a pressing concern. Also, we have unemployment issues. Ghana faces high unemployment rates, especially among the youth, and that has been a persistent challenge in Ghana. The lack of job opportunities can lead to social unrest and hinder economic growth. So we are looking at trying to change that. On this note, I'll thank you guys for indulging me and taking a deep dive into the beautiful country in West Africa called Ghana. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Between the presentations, maybe we want to have some question and answering session.
Yes.
Yes. So, so I would like Tromba to kind of facilitate the
Okay.
Q&A.
No, thank you, Samuel. I think next time I will definitely visit Ghana. It looks like a very, very beautiful country. I've been to Nigeria, and I think my next stop will be Ghana.
Please come to Ghana, especially in December.
Mm-hmm.
Come to Ghana.
Yeah, no, I will definitely do. Are there any questions from the audience or comment?
Okay, so maybe let me start the question. And thank you, Samuel. This is very good, presentation.
Thank you.
First question is that could you show the education system slide? So you say so Ghana has a strong education system, right?
Yeah.
And also you see the issues page, please. Okay, and in the number 3, poverty, you see this education remains a pressing concern. So I would like to know what is kind of pressing concern in education.
In education, yes. So, our issue with education is even though we have good education system in Ghana, especially in the rural setting, in the rural parts of Ghana, you find because of poverty, the kids, even though education is free, they cannot go to school.
So you say that in the rural areas,
yes, especially in the rural areas, yeah. Even though education is free, because some kids cannot get food to eat, they cannot really go to school. So I remember Ghana, the government of Ghana, they launched this program, school feeding, just to get the kids to go to school. So the kids are guaranteed to get at least a free meal when they go to school. But because of this poverty issue, the kids are not able to go to school. Some of the kids have to work on farms. So maybe if your parent has a farm, you'd have to go to the farm and then help your parents before you can even go to school. So the issue of poverty makes going to school for the kids difficult. When you go to the urban centers, you don't really find these issues. But in the rural settings of Ghana, this issue is an issue. This issue is significant there. Yes, because of poverty, they are unable to go to school. Yeah.
Okay, so in a poverty situation in a rural area, just an additional question is that in the video, actually we couldn't hear the audio part of the video so much well because of some technical problem maybe. But I saw that smartphone penetration is more than 100%.
Yes.
In Ghana.
Yes.
So does that include the rural area, and do they have a smartphone in a rural
Yes. Now in the rural areas, almost everybody has a smartphone. Now smartphone is big in Ghana because we have good network system in Ghana. When I say network, I mean telecommunication network. So smartphone is big. Everybody wants to be on Facebook. Everybody wants to be on social media, TikTok. So even in rural areas, yes, we have smartphone.
Okay. So next question is a smartphone used for education in Ghana?
Not so much. Ghana is more concentrated with physical. So the book. Yes, okay. That is also an issue for people in the rural areas because sometimes they would have to buy a textbook to aid them learn. And there's poverty in the rural areas. They are unable to buy these books. So it poses problems for the education sector there.
Okay, so then so if there is a smartphone education, will that help the rural area people or maybe in the Ghana people?
For that, even with that, I think the Ministry of Education is trying to change that. Now they are trying to introduce a policy. They call it 1 laptop per teacher. So they want to first integrate it into the teaching space where teachers will start using laptops. So teachers will start using laptops so that there wouldn't be the need to buy so many textbooks. So all these things will be probably in a software and can be accessible anytime. So the government of Ghana is trying to do that, trying to get teachers first of all to get used to these smartphone, these technology, so that they can curb that menace of always getting textbooks because sometimes it's too expensive. But with smartphone, with laptops, it will be easier. Yes, so they are trying to do it, but it hasn't been done. Yeah.
So the government policy is to give the PC to every
teachers. Yes, and then
not for
and
kids.
then we look at the students too. But I think that will take some time. Yeah.
So maybe but all the students has a smartphone.
Not all the students.
All,
in the rural settings, you find most of the youth, and then most of maybe parents of the children, but the children themselves, no, they don't have phone. They can't even buy phone.
I see. I understand. Okay.
Are there any questions?
What is woman in Tech Africa? What is that?
So that is an initiative that brings women who are in the tech space in Africa, big women in the tech space in Africa, come hold conferences in an effort to encourage young women that it is possible. Like I was saying, in Ghana, you find that anything related to mathematics and science, which translates into technology, you find women shying away from it. They have this perception that it's for the men, it's only for the men. So this is an initiative to make them know that it is possible. We have women in it, women that are thriving in it. And as a woman, it's not something that you should shy away from. You should get involved because we need women in that space as well.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Samuel.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, too. Also, Japanese are very disciplined people. Very, very disciplined. So, as part of, building the relationships, I also want to build myself by learning these things, sticking to my time, being very punctual. For kindness, I'm already kind. So I just need, for kindness, I'm already kind.
Yeah.
So then, so with the time and then with the discipline, very disciplined attitude. Yes.
Thank you very much. That is very good. So hopefully this is, a good step for us to build a very good relationship, between like you and me, and also and Ghana and Japan, and the other, and other peoples too. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you so much, Samuel. That was very good presentation. Okay. So this is going to be music section because this is a music channel. So so we're going to sing some song together. The first song is going to be "Get Well." Welcome to Japan, Samuel. Let's have a fun together when we get well. Yeah. Nothing to worry about, 'cause we can take this moment to take a rest and charge your energy. Get well. Yeah. Get well. Get well. Yeah. Get well. Get well. Get well. Get well. Get well. Get well. Yeah. Thank you. That was a song called Get Well. ありがとうございます。Okay, so this is a live streaming called Oggy Live Today. And I have a song called Today. So let me play the song. 遠い遠い未来へとつながるこの瞬間、遥か彼方がこうなった自分が今ここにいる Wanna tell you I love you 心を揺らし愛している Oh yeah, oh need you Baby, what's up, baby, what you doing today? いつも What a wonderful world you live 素敵な What a beautiful pleasure you dream 笑顔で I won't What a precious treasure that you gonna make follow today. Okay, so this time we have a very special guest, Samuel-san from Ghana. Okay, nice to meet you, Samuel-san.
Hello, konnichiwa. Samuel desu. I'm currently in Kokusai Daigaku in Minami Onuma City. If you are listening from Japan, please do want to come to Minami Onuma. During the winter, we have a nice spot for ski and skateboarding. So feel free. You can visit. You can also visit me in Kokusai Daigaku. Come, let's talk. Let's share experiences. Let's share our different cultures.
Thank you very much. That is good. Yeah, sometime gonna visit Ghana. Wanna tell you I love you. 心を揺らし愛している。Oh yeah, oh need you. Do 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 do. Once again, what's up, baby? What you doing today? いつも What a wonderful world you live. 素敵な What a beautiful pleasure you dream. 笑顔で会おう What a precious treasure that you gonna make follow today. 素敵な笑顔で会おう today. Whatever weather gonna be, you win. きっと駆け抜ける時の中で願いを届けよう What a precious treasure that you gotta make follow today. Thank you very much. Today's Oggy Live today, this time we have special guest, Mr. Samuel, smiley face. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you so much, Samuel. That was very good, live show. Okay, ありがとうございました。So, okay, everyone, ありがとう. Thank you and have a good night. And have a good night.